All right, today's Motivation Monday topic is going to be about honesty. Not just honesty when it comes to not lying to other people, but more specifically being honest with yourself. When it comes to dating, why don't we feel like we can be honest about what we want? I can recall in my dating time instances in which I would justify my actions by being dishonest with myself. There was a stint in my life where I was not in a relationship. Not that I didn't want one, because I know deep down inside I really did want to be in a relationship. I wanted to be with someone that was just as committed as I was. I have so much love to give, and it's not that I was opposed to being single or anything of that matter. I actually was going out on dates with guys, but saying that I did not want to be in a relationship when I know I did. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna chill right now. Although I'm going on these dates and I like these guys and I would like to be in a relationship with them, I'm not really looking for a relationship right now. Because in my mind, this was my justification. In my mind, if it didn't work out with the guy that I was dating, then I could use the fact that I was like, I wasn't really looking for a relationship as an excuse. Once you're dating someone and you start liking them, and then your feelings grow, when you find out that they don't really want a relationship either, then you kind of psych yourself out and say, oh well, you know what, me neither. I didn't want one either. You right, we on the same page here, when deep down inside you really wanted something. So you kind of just go with the flow. Oh, we just chilling right now. Oh, I'm going with the flow. I'm just chilling, trying to see where this is gonna be. When you really have these burning questions inside, like, I wonder what we're gonna do. Where are we going with this? I would like to be in a relationship, but I'm too scared to ask him. I don't want him to leave me. I don't want him to be afraid. I don't want him to run away. I don't want him to feel like I'm nagging him. I don't want to bombard him. All these excuses that we give ourselves because we feel like we just can't be real for the fear of being rejected. And that got really old really quickly, because I realized that I was just making up excuses as to why things didn't work before they didn't work, so that I could save my heart from heartbreak and rejection. And it was fear of actually giving my all, fear of actually giving my love, fear of actually telling someone how I felt about them. And in many cases, it led to me not being with anyone for a really long time, because I wasn't being honest with myself about what I wanted. And I really believe that because I wasn't honest with myself, I was attracting people that were living the life that I projected out of my head, if that makes sense. Okay, let me see if I can rearrange how I'm saying this. I was attracting the wrong people. And people say you are who you attract. And though I didn't feel like I was that person, I really was that person. Looking back, I was that person. That's who I was at that point in my life. I guess the question is, why do we feel like we can't be honest about what we really want in life? If you really want a relationship, why is it so hard to say, you know what? I want a relationship. And it goes back to being scared or being fearful of rejection. And that's what I had to realize, that I'm doing these things. I'm jeopardizing potential relationships. I'm jeopardizing where I am in life because my actions do not reflect my thoughts. So I can't play house if I don't want to make house. So I had to stop dating people that I knew were not along the lines or were not aligned with my visions. I had to stop interacting with people that I knew were not good for my situation. I was seriously dating some clowns, and you know what? I was the real clown because I was putting on a facade. I had this face that everything was okay, but I wasn't being honest with myself. I would be hurt sometimes. I would be sad about my situation. I'd be like, oh, why can't I find me a good man? Ain't no good men out there. Where all the good men gone? Oh, why can't I find me one? And I had to really realize, like, are you being a good woman? Like, how are you being a good woman? You can't even be honest with yourself. You can't even be real with yourself. You keep asking God to send you somebody. You keep asking God to send you that man that you long for, but you cannot even be honest with yourself. You can't even say, you know what, self, you need love, and I'm gonna give it to you. I can't really say that I didn't love myself. I felt like I did at the time. I felt like I loved myself, but I didn't love myself enough to be honest with myself. And I know that you have to be 100% honest to really have love. You know, I had to really say to myself, you know what, self, you don't deserve that. You deserve better. You deserve better because you're going to be better, and you're going to give out better energy, and you're going to go out in this world and you're going to live the life that you want. You're going to find your man that you're looking for because you're going to make decisions in your life that will make you a better person. And so once I decided to be honest with myself, and I sat down and I actually wrote a list. I wrote down everything that I wanted for myself and what I was doing to get them. And of course I prayed and I asked God for guidance, but it wasn't until I was honest with myself that I was placed in situations with people that I could better relate to. I started dating with a purpose. I had an actual purpose now. I wasn't just dating to go out to eat or dating to do things. I was actually dating now with a purpose in mind. And because I had that purpose in my mind, and because I knew that I deserved a certain type of treatment, I got that. I started to receive all of that, and I was open to receiving it. You can't keep doing the same things over and over and over again and expect different results, because that doesn't produce anything, but it just makes you crazy, for real. Like, yeah, I was probably a little crazy. I decided to break that cycle, and once I broke that cycle, then I saw the floodgates open. Blessings just started pouring down. Opportunities started coming in my lap, and I was able to see a different caliber of men. I opened my eyes to see what was really in front of me. I prayed for discernment. I prayed that I would find someone of like-mindedness, and I mean, I'm married now. Clearly I can say I have found my king, because I wouldn't have married him if I didn't think he was my king. But because I made a commitment to myself to be honest with myself, that's when I was able to receive my king. And I remember when my husband and I first started dating, I was very, very upfront with him. And it's scary. It can be a little scary at first because you don't know how people are going to react to that. But I had to be honest, because I told myself, if I'm going to be honest with myself, then I got to be honest with other people. And I told him what was going in my mind. You know, we started talking, and then we got into the topic of relationships. And, you know, what are you looking for? And I told him up front, very honest, I am looking for a relationship. I don't need any more friends. I have plenty of friends. I don't need anybody else that says, oh, let's just be friends and kick it. I don't need any more kick it partners. I can get those. I am looking for a relationship with a man that is going to lead to potential marriage. I'm not saying that you have to be the one to marry me. That might not be something that you want to do. I'm not going to force you. What I'm telling you is what I'm looking for. And, you know, we can date, but I want us to have the same goals in mind. Are you looking for someone to just date, to just kick it with, or are you looking for someone to be with? And he replied to me that he was looking for the same thing. Now, I will tell you this. I talked to people prior to him before and let them know the same thing, that I was looking for a relationship, and they happily greeted me with, oh, okay, well, that's not what I'm looking for right now. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm sorry, I'm not ready for a relationship. And guess what I did? I was brave enough to walk away, because guess what, guys? That's not what I wanted. And because I knew what I wanted, and because I was honest with myself and didn't settle and didn't say, you know what, P, you can just chill with him. It's okay to just chill. Because I didn't decide to settle, I would have never found what I have now if I did. I'm gonna say I would have never found it, because I really don't know how everything would have worked out, but I know it would have taken me a little bit longer to find what I was looking for. Be honest about your intentions, about what you want out of life, about everything in your life. Be honest with yourself first. Whatever it is, maybe you're looking for a man, I don't know. But whatever you're looking for, be honest about what you want. Don't say things to yourself just to psych yourself out, or just to make yourself, you know, settle. Because you don't have to settle. There's so much abundance in this world. There are so many opportunities in this world. There are so many men in this world that you do not have to settle. You can get exactly what you're looking for, but you have to have your eyes open completely to the world. You have to be able to say, you know what, God, I give it all to you. Really mean that, and let him work everything out for you. They have to be this, or they have to be that, or they have to be this tall, or they have to be this small. We're so consumed by that we don't realize that sometimes we need to just see people for who they are. Be honest about what you want. Be forthcoming with people. Let them know what you're looking for. Let them know your intentions. Don't go into anything with hidden agendas and trying to manipulate situations, because manipulation doesn't help. In the long run, it's not one of those types of things that you want to be associated with. You want to go in with the purest of hearts. You want to go in with the purest of intentions, and let people know up front what it is that you want. Whatever is pure, honest, just, true. Think on those things. And when you put those thoughts in your head, and when you think on them constantly, your actions will follow suit. Everything else will also follow suit. It has no choice. The universe has no choice. When you put out good things, you get good things in return. If you are following me on my blog, right now I have started the Self-Love Project, which is a project that will last all the way until the end of February, which will include self-portraits, or pictures of myself, along with affirmations that I'll be giving to myself, and also pampering. And it's just a way for me to really reconnect with myself. I'm full of love, you know. I like to give out love. Sometimes I don't have enough left for myself. So I told myself, I said, self, listen, I'm gonna make time for you. And this is a time for me to reconnect. Remember, you can find me on all of my social media sites. They will be listed on the video somewhere. And until next Monday, fam, peace.